Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jeff Pyle. I'm with Seaway Navigation. I was up here last month. I kind of touched base with some things that are going on down at Riverfront Park. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with the permit requirements and code requirements for holding a festival down at the Riverfront Park. I met with the town supervisor on February 10th, I believe, and some other folks were in attendance. And at that time, everything seemed to be okay. We're getting requests in now from vendors, and we have to put them on hold because we still don't know what permits are going to be required and what fees are going to be required. So I don't know. I understand that there's a new village, or I'm sorry, a new town ordinance or town law that's been put into place. I've called some of the vendors that have replied, and their feeling is if they've got to go through a background check and file this fee and file that fee, that they're not going to come. And I've talked with some of the folks at the Chamber of Commerce, and their feeling is that if they have to do the same thing with the vendors, the fireworks, they're going to move those vendors over to the other side of the river. So we're all trying to figure out what's going on with the new fees and new requirements for the vendors for temporary establishments like festivals, fireworks, etc. So if there's, again, I'm asking one more time, is there or is there not a very specific requirement set for vendors for food and arts and crafts? And if there are, can somebody please specify that?
Yes, there is, and if you want, rather than go through the whole thing with you, we'd be happy to talk after the meeting and show you
That'd be good.
what the laws are.
All right. Thanks. Because I'm, from what I'm hearing, that'd be great to sit down and talk with you.
Sure.
I really appreciate that.
No problem.
But the time for us is getting very tight. So the sooner we can do it, the better.
Mr. Pyle,
Yes, ma'am.
do you have a proposal of everything that you're planning on doing at this festival for that day?
We have met with you, and the police chief was in attendance, Parks Department was there, some other folks. We kind of outlined it with you. Everybody seemed to be in agreement or kind of an understanding. If you want a written proposal or a written outline, that's fine, no problem at all.
I would like to see that.
Absolutely.
Mainly because of everything that's going to be involved for that day.
That'd be fine, no problem at all.
And also a list of these vendors, types of vendors.
Well, the vendors are coming in, and I'll be glad. I mean, if they've got to go through permitting or whatever, they're going to have to come in. But those vendors come in or go away every day. So how often would you like that update?
Well,
You know what I mean?
just a general idea of what you're proposing for the day's type of.
Sure.
And also, with this, is any of this, the revenue that's going to be generated, is that going to go towards part of the revitalization of Burton, the hamlet?
Right now, we're charging, please don't quote me on this, but I think we're charging $40 per vendor to come in. That's going to be used for advertising of the festival. We've got to potentially rent generators, we've got to potentially rent stages and all these other things. We've got to pay bands to come in. Once all those expenditures have been kind of outlaid, any money that's been, I guess, left over, for lack of a better term, they'd be either donated to the fire department or the canteen or the fireworks crews. Essentially, we're going to walk away, my company will walk away with the zero gain from this. Now, if there's a kind of a kitty set aside, if you will, for the revitalization effort, that's not a problem. We haven't decided, but it's essentially it's totally nonprofit for us. So if there are other suggestions, nonprofits that are out there that might want the whatever dollars that are left over, that'd be great. And if somebody wants to, the citizens or the board members, whatever, want to sit down and sort of form a committee to rank who gets what dollars that might be left over, I think that's fantastic. The more support, the more input we have, the better off we'll all be.
So is the Burton Revitalization Committee also involved, or are all of the the businesses in Burton involved as well?
The chambers, all the members of the Chamber of Commerce received a flyer asking them to participate. The chamber itself, as an organization, is not kicking in money, but all the businesses have been asked to participate, come down, whatever. The revitalization committee, I'm not on that committee. If we can have input from them, or if they want to throw their hat in for whatever dollars are left over, as far as I'm concerned, as somebody that's invested over $1 million down there, the sooner we can get that hamlet rebuilt, revitalized, and get kicked off, the better off we're all going to be. Right?
Absolutely, and part of that is revenue.
Oh, absolutely, but if you look at it, as people come in and say they're on the Cicero side, they pay, the sales tax goes to the state, right? So if there's a problem with the downflow of revenue from tax income, you as the board need to bring that up through your chain, right? That's not for me as a business owner to say, Mr. Governor, kick out to the town.
Yeah, right.
Right? I mean, I'll go with you. I'll be glad to sit down with you. But the revenue, that comes from tax. And one of the things when we met, we're going to start, nominally at 10 o'clock, and we're going to close the doors at 4. Part of the reason we decided to close at 4 o'clock is all those people that will come in, hopefully will stay in the area. They're going to go to Calypso Cay, they're going to go to Waterfront, they're going to go to DJ's, they're going to stop by the hotels. They're going to buy the gas down at the Nice and Easy. That's all new money that's going to be coming into the town, right? And the more people we get there, the better off we're all going to be once again.
So it's your business, your organization, which is a...
Well, we're Seaway Navigation, the organization.
You said you sent out letters or
Yeah,
to
right.
vendors.
We formed up we formed up a nonprofit organization to get the Brewerton Canal Festival going. And Seaway Navigation has kicked in, I don't know, don't quote me on this once again, several $100s to send out flyers and emails and pamphlets to potential vendors, and we've sent out more than 400 so far, and at $2 a clip for a pamphlet and $1 for postage. We're already into this for a couple grand.
What's the name of your not?
Right now, if we stay on the Brewerton side, it's the Brewerton Canal Days and Blessing of the Fleet. That's what it's called.
The nonprofit organization,
Yeah.
that's what it's called.
Yeah.
Okay, but basically this just started as your company's interest in wanting to do this.
Yeah,
This
I
is
mean,
not
the
a-
more people that come into Brewerton, the more people that will experience what's down there, right?
When you
Does
talk
that make
about
sense?
the waterfront in Calypso Cay, and that is over the bridge.
Yeah. But DG's is on this side, right?
These is a hoof.
Oh, and that's where we get our dinner from, and last year we put 2,000 dinners through there.
Understand.
Right, so as people
I
come off,
understand that.
where do the people come off? They come off on 81, and come through that area. It's not up to me to start building interest down there. I mean, I'm one guy. It's myself and my wife, and we're trying to do this. And what else are we going to do?
Jeff, I believe that we have a meeting on the 31st.
And we were supposed to have a meeting today.
Yes, yeah, you canceled it.
That's correct, because I had a meeting with the Coast Guard, I had a meeting with the FCC, and I had a meeting with the Army Corps of Engineers, and the original meeting was at 10 o'clock. And I did call you Monday, and I called you today.
And
Well, I should say I called your
here's
office.
your calls.
That's right.
On the 31st, we have a meeting. At that time, I would really like for you to bring your proposal with
Sure.
you to show me exactly what it is you're planning to do.
Sure.
And as Tony had mentioned, we will be able to chat with you after
Sure.
to give you a heads up on
Yep.
what our permits are.
Sounds good.
Thank you
All
very
right,
much.
thanks very much.
Jeff, would it be fair to say that you're basically, you're independent business owner up there is spearheading a project to put together a day of
That's
fun?
correct. Correct.
Yes.
Is this your first attempt?
This is our first attempt here in Brewerton, right? So we're expecting no 10,000 turnout, right?
And when
This
is
is
the
one
date of
guy.
this?
I'm sorry?
When is the date of this?
It's Father's Day, June 19th.
June 19th.
It's late.
And
Yeah, well, we started this months ago, and here we are.
where else have
Once
you done
again.
this? So what other canal type of,
We've been running operations now, well, we
I
have in
mean,
the
this
past, run them
type
in
of
Connecticut, we've run them in New Jersey, we've run them in Georgia, right? And I have to say, this is the first time we've run into a stone wall.
this is no stone wall.
Well,
We're looking for information.
that's fine. Okay,
Thank you, Jeff.
thank you.